Hey everybody, it's Brooke. It's late in the afternoon and I meant to do this video earlier, but I thought I would come on real quick and show you how the summer home move is going. I'm holding my camera, so if it's all shaky, I'm really sorry. So I'll just go as slowly as I can. These are my carts and my very messy floor, and the things that go in the bottom of my cart, but my dog is in that spot at the moment. We won't even talk about that. But here's my desk and my computer, and that's another story, but I've got my whole little recuperation area set up right there. I'm going in for some surgery tomorrow, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But look, I have my lovely chaise lounge and my flowers all set up so I have a place to be while I'm getting better. So I'm going to put you on a stand now before anyone throws up. Be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. I have no idea what is filming because it's on my phone and I can't see it. So this is going to be interesting. Plus the fact that I'm outside and there's a lot of background noise. It is a quasi-summer evening here in Maine, so there are birds and children and trucks and trains and God knows what else. So if background noise bothers you, you might want to just go see another video. But I hope you stay. So anyway, I have moved all my stuff upstairs. We have fairly short summers here in the great state of Maine, and I like to be outside as much as I can. So I kind of panned around at the beginning of the video and showed you that I have a tall white Sterilite tower with drawers, and I have a little fake Rascog cart. It is, oh, I just sucked my teeth, I hate that. It's the Michaels version, the Lexington. And those are the two things that I'm using up here. And the porch is fairly deep, so that if it's yucky out, I can push them up against the back wall. And if it really is horrible pouring rain, I can roll them just inside the door and they will be safe and sound. So I'm trying it out. I'm really hoping it's going to work out. So let me just jump in, and this is the first drawer out of the white cart. And this one is colors, so I have my koi watercolors and my small set of Prismacolors because, yeah, I love Prismacolors. So I have a full set downstairs, but this is my little travel set. I got it at AC Moore. I don't know if those are all over the country, but it's a weird craft store here, and they had a 36 set on sale for $10.99 or something. I don't know why, but I bought them for my kids. I bought this one for myself, and they don't seem to break more than any others, or there's nothing wrong with them as far as I can tell. I have a water brush. I have some lettering pens from the Michaels brand, Kelly Creates. I really like these. They have a bolder end and a thinner end. Oh yeah, we have some lawn care going on in the background as well. Sorry, hopefully that won't be too long. Also from Kelly Creates are these watercolor pens. They are a lot like mermaid colors, but the brushes are not quite as juicy and they're not quite as big. But I like them very well. And just a couple super tips, Crayolas. My little set of distress crayons, because I love those colors and they're really versatile, so I can use them for a bunch of things. A spare Posca pen, my Dilutions paint pens, and I've talked about these before. I really like them, although I am finding now, as I've been using them more, a couple of them have dried up at the tips and I haven't been able to get them going again, so I hope I can fix that. And then my set of small Poscas are also in there. So that's drawer one. Hold on, we're going to be doing a lot of drawer rearranging. The next drawer is punches and sewing. So I have my little sewing kit here, just some pink thread. Is my giant head in the way? No, I don't think so. Some thread, some pliers if things are hard to pull through, needles, some bead threaders, which are also tooth flossers, conveniently, an awl, some spare staples for my tiny attacher. This is some binding thread I just got on Amazon that I love. It's Binder's Thread by Line Co. or Lineco. No, I think it's Lineco. And I just love this stuff. It's great for binding books. It's really strong, but really fine, and I'm digging it. And my tiny attacher. Oops. And we had an explosion of cheap eyelets, and these are some actual We Are Memory Keeper eyelets. And my setter, and I think I said my tiny attacher, and a small round hole punch, a bigger round hole punch, and a corner round. Usually my little stylus lives in there too, but I'm using it for something else in a minute, so you shall see what that is. So at any rate, I'm going to keep switching boxes out here. I hope I'm not making you seasick. So yeah, I have to go in tomorrow and have a little bit of a surgery. Well, I guess it's not really a little bit. I guess it's kind of a lot of bit. That's not going to go back in. Yeah, I have a heart issue that's called hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Isn't that glamorous sounding? Yeah, well, it's not glamorous. And I'm apparently at the point now where I need a little surgical intervention, so they're going to put in a defibrillator / pacemaker combo. And hopefully I won't be in the hospital too long. As soon as they can get my heart rate stabilized, I can probably come home. I'm planning on jumping up from recovery and running home, but the nice old man says no way. So we'll see how that goes. But I will be down for the count. I'm not sure when I'll be able to be back up posting regularly. Hopefully not too long, but I didn't want you guys to think I just fell off the planet. Hopefully by the end of the week I'll be back to some semblance of myself. So that is that long story. But again, I have this lovely area set up out here, my little nest next to me, where I can read and sleep, and I get beautiful sun out there, and I'm quite happy with it. So that is that boring story. Anyway, so this next little drawer that I have is just pens. I use these Stettler pens all the time for journaling in my Fauxbonichi and junk journal. So I have this one. I just got these little baby ink joys. Are they the cutest things ever? I love ink joys anyway. So the tiny ones I couldn't resist because tiny things are cute. And then just some various microns and a white Signo. Alright, so plowing through to the next drawer. This guy has 4 of these smaller drawers that are a couple inches deep. And then it's got 3 good size deep drawers. So it really holds quite a bit. We'll see how dusty it gets. In here is just the tools and the adhesives that I use a lot. I have Fabrifix, an ATG gun, my smaller scissors, my Tim Holtz ruler, distress ink, and my little ink dauber dude, and a tape runner, KI. That might be from the dollar spot. Doesn't even really look like it has any left on it. Whoops. We'll see. Some post-it notes, water spritzer, my bone folder, an X-Acto knife, tweezers, pencil sharpener, and some credit cards for scraping and squishing. In this little bottle I have Scotch. What is that glue called? Quick Dry or something? I like it, but it smells weird. Works pretty well though. So that's the tools and adhesives. The next drawer is one of the big, deeper ones, and I have actually left myself some room for expanding. This one is for stamps and stencils, so I have just a few stencils that I grabbed, and I figured I can switch those out when I feel like it. These are some of my favorites, though. I also have a piece of corrugated that I stripped the cardboard part off, and I use it for stamping lines to write on. And I like that a lot. That works out well. Then I have a package of baby wipes, my archival inks, another edger, and just some various rubber stamps. This is the Smashbook stamp that I use in my Phobo this month. And just some background stamps that I like, some more lines. This one I think is a really old Stampin' Up! Butterfly. Little postage guys that I got from Hobby Lobby when they had their sale. I've liked this for a long time, but I wasn't going to buy it not on sale. So I did buy it when it was on sale. VersaFine in black and sepia. Some cute little border punches. Again, I think I got these, maybe it wasn't Hobby Lobby, maybe it was Joann's, but it was on, they were on clearance, and they just make a cute little border. Another line stamp. Perpetual calendar. I think everyone in the world has this stamp, but I like it. Some words about travel. A stamp block. Just basic things, again, that I use a lot anyway, and that I can switch out when I get bored of these. So this is my stamps and stencils. Oh, these are border stamps from Fiskars. Teresa Collins. And I like these a lot. Sort of Zen-tangly, and I like that look. If I don't feel like Zen-tangling myself. And then the next drawer is just, I'm not even going to pull it out. Whoops. We were almost killed by falling washi tape. It's dangerous around here. I just have 4 Ziplocs in the next drawer, and I have all kinds of ribbon scraps and fabric bits and some vintage trim, just a hodgepodge of things I'd like to use over the summer. Bits that I haven't used for a while. I moved a lot of those things up here to try to get them used up over the summer in my own personal journals and also in journals I'm making. It was funny rearranging to bring everything up here. I came across things I haven't seen in so long. And Kristen, if you're watching, I know you're laughing at me, but organizing does make me feel better, and I've been a little apprehensive the past few days, so this has helped. I don't know what to tell you. But if you are watching, hi Kristen! So then the very bottom drawer is, also I'm not going to take it out because it doesn't have much in it. It basically just has my charms and beads and tools. So I have this box that I keep that has a really good, tight closure on it so that everything doesn't come falling out. These are some different findings, some head pins and jump rings and things like that. And then these are just small beads that I make charms out of. And sometimes I just go like this because I love how that sounds. Yeah, I'm a dork. I don't know what to tell you. You do it too, though. Don't deny it. So anyway, yeah, if I have anything, if I want to just attach something to the edge of a page or make a tiny charm, this is what I use. Just grabbed some bits and pieces and threw them in here. Again, trying to use up some things that I've had that I shouldn't hoard. And these I just bought the other day because they were on sale, and I think they're so cute. And it was cheaper to buy them like this than to make them myself. It's like 60% off or something ridiculous. And then all my little jewelry tools are in here so that I can do the wire stuff with them. And additionally, in that bottom drawer, I have this little container that I keep word charms and, oh, that's upside down. Hold on. See how this goes. Wow. Nice. These are just different Tim Holtz word charms and some different beads and dangles, some bells, some charms, tiny paper clips, just that kind of thing that I've had for a long time, and they've been in this container. So I pulled it out to try to use these guys up as well. Alright, so that's that little dude, and I do use one of these cheapo hairbands to keep it closed because the lid is not sturdy. Well, it's sturdy, but it just doesn't stay on tightly. So that lives in the bottom drawer, and that is what goes in my big white rolly cart. That one hopefully is fairly weather tight, and things are in their own containers, so I'm hoping that can live outside for most of the time. Then in the Lexington Cart, which is the Rascog knockoff, I have this little bin. This is the top basket. I have this little bin that's my backup Tim Holtz stuff because, like a lot of us, I'm a little bit of a junkie. So I hope you can see that again. I have no idea what's on the screen. Found relatives, and I just use these file folder bits to put the different packages in. Thrift shop and journaling cards. I don't know why I do that. They could probably just go all together, but they're not. Ooh, I did get some of the wallpaper. Loving that. So that's what all of that stuff is. And I also have just a little round container with different kinds of paper clips because I do use a lot of paper clips. So that lives on the top shelf. And then, also on the top shelf is this monster. Yeah, try to get this sticker off. I love this container. It's a Michael's Recollections thing. This sticker is never coming off in 1,000 years. Nope, never. I've been picking at it for I don't know how long. So it's ugly, but it does a fabulous job. And this is why I have my stylus out, because these guys are hard to open. So there are all these little photo cases. They're 3, 6, 7, 8. So 16 of them in here. It's pretty tight. They're a little dusty. They've been out here for a while, but I use them almost every day, and they've been absolutely fine, so I'm happy with it. So this first one I'm hoping you can see without me having to open. I use the end of the stylus to open these because they're kind of tight. But this is just some word and letter stickers that I have laying around. Again, mission to use up some stuff. The next one is labels. And I've got sticky labels, other sticky labels, some are not sticky. Things I found like at the dollar store. I think these are super old Martha Stewart's, just little bits and pieces. And I love having them organized like this. If I have them all in one big bucket, I don't do a very good job using them. This one is notepads and Post-its. So I just have little lined bits, some little booklets that I made with leftover paper scraps, page flags, which I cannot stand. Particularly these. I think this is like the Target dollar spot. They're flimsy and they don't stick. So, you know what? You're out. Give them to one of the kids. Different notepads and little bits and pieces for writing on. I don't know if I should just show you like right through the plastic. They probably are sound asleep or leaving to go somewhere more interesting. Tags that I've made, tags that, oh, and you notice that I just keep going and opening, so there you go. These are some tags that I've made, some tags that I bought, book pages, some clothing tags, just different various things. Some vintage greeting cards that I turned into tags, because God knows I've got vintage greeting cards. Speaking of Kristen, I'm worse than she is. And that's Kristen at Rock Paper Treasure. Post it down below. Speaking of other people's YouTube channel, my friend Elizabeth and I were chit-chatting today, and she's Never Hopeless by Elizabeth, and she said that this would be an interesting video. So if you're ready to absolutely throw your computer out the window, I'm going to go ahead and blame Elizabeth. She's awesome, by the way. Love her to death. She has the best channel, and we'll link that down below too. Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. So anyway, these are envelopes, book page envelopes that I've made, some out of jelly prints, calendar pages, just all kinds of things, and then just some regular old glassine envelopes. Oh, another country hard front, that's the dog. I don't know if you guys saw it at the beginning when I panned around, but I had to take everything out of the bottom shelf of the Lexington Cart because Spike decided that's his shelf, which is kind of awkward because it left a lot of stuff on the floor. These are just tiny bits of Tim Holtz ephemera. The smaller ones are in here in case I need something tiny. Then I've got different bags in here. And this is a beautiful chiffon bag. Just they're little gift bags, I guess. Little brown paper bags. I think these are so cute. One that I coffee dyed. Little white sacks. I think these came from Hobby Lobby. I just think they're adorable. Some little chevron patterned ones. And again, some glassine bags. But these are all kind of the smaller ones. Generally, if I'm working in a journal or in my Fobonichi junk journal, I want the smaller pieces right at hand. Bigger ones I include when I'm putting the pages together. But when I'm decorating or working in them, I like the smaller pieces with me. These are all folded journaling pieces. Things that this is Easter egg dyed paper and graph paper, but these are all folded up pieces of scrap, basically, that I can use for journaling on. some old paper. I hope you can see this, for crying out loud. If I've been out of frame this whole time, I apologize. Some scrapbook paper that looks like old ledger paper, brown coffee-dyed paper, just whatever was laying around. I kind of mixed up my big scrap bucket from my art room downstairs and just took a couple handfuls of stuff and sorted it out in here. This one is journaling cards, just project life cards and recipe cards. I've been trying to use up, oh my gosh, I have so many project life cards. I've never even done project life for real, and I have 80 trillion project life cards, so got a bunch of them in there to use up. These are tabs that I've made either with my Cricut or I have a Big Shot, and I have a tab die. So when I have a bunch of scraps, I'll just sit down and run some dies, run a die through to make some tab bits. And some of them are purchased as well. These are some really old ones. I don't even know who makes them. Stuff you find when you're cleaning up your craft room. And these, I think, are old Heidi Swapp. You can get them out. There we go. And they're pretty. They're sticky. So, bunch of stuff like that in there. I love tabs on the edges of my pages. This one, this box has a bunch of, generally punches. Things I've punched out or things people have punched out and sent me. This bag is butterflies and they're hearts. And then these are some, probably Project Life die cuts. Some of this I got in Happy Mail. Just a bicycle and a little frame and another butterfly. Just bits and pieces to get thrown in wherever. So that is that. And then I have acetate in here. I found a lot of acetate. I didn't realize how much I had from years and years and years ago during scrapbooking, my scrapbooking thing. But just some really pretty frames. And I think these are newer. They're just sort of overlays, this magic moment and reasons why I love you. But I also have some older ones that are sort of art pieces that I need to get out. This one actually has clouds and it says today. That looks like either Becky Higgins or Heidi Swapp. Things to use. Things to shake it up. And this is Tim Holtz paper dolls. We all know what those are. And then the last little box here that's full just has different pockets that I've made. Some Patricia pockets and just various things. This is some jelly printed deli wrap with a tag in it. Some jelly printed music paper, book pages, some cat hand paint circles. I love making those. And brown paper that I just made into a tiny bag with a sticker on it. Just little bags, pretty much. Offcuts of envelopes that make great little bags or pockets. So that is what's in here, and this was a really great value with a $60 coupon. Yeah, if you find one of those, give me a call. 60% off coupon at Michael's. They turn into a really good value. It's like $15 or something like that. And that's my dog talking. Yep, and he is still curled up down in the bottom tier of the Lexington Cart, but now he's in there and barking simultaneously. Rock on, Spike. So that's what's on the top shelf of the Lexington Cart. On the next shelf, I just have these little plastic doodads that I think I got at the dollar store. And I have some washi. This is not all my washi, but just random washi that I picked out to use for now, and I'll switch it out when I'm tired of it. And a couple tubes of washi. I am really loving Park Lane. It's Joann's new product line. They got rid of everything that was Doris because I guess Michael's bought the Doris brand and Joann's was not really cool with selling a Michael's product. Go figure. So Park Lane is their new deal and I'm really liking it. I think this washi tape is gorgeous. And then this is some Tim Holtz that was on clearance. And again, I have a couple empty buckets in here to fill up with whatever else might need to come upstairs. And then I just have a little craft mat curled up so that I can put it down. This is one of those plastic tables, and it's got a texture, so when I try to write, it leaves bumpies. And so I use this, and I also just have an old magazine that I use for gluing, and I glue on it and then tear the page off, and that works pretty well. So then, disregarding the dog in the bottom of the Lexington Cart, when he's done with that, then I have my wood stickers. God, I'm flailing around like a crazy person. Creates 365 and Manby, and of course Tim Holtz. So those live in the bottom shelf. And I have my smaller Fisker's cutter, and that lives in that bottom basket. And my smaller scoreboard, because those are just easier up here and they fit perfectly. And then I have my May faux bow that I'm trying to finish up, just little bits and pieces. I'm going to finish the spine, and we'll do a final flip through of this. I have started my June faux Benici, but I haven't showed it yet. Ooh, sneak preview, sneak preview. Are you ready? It's ugly, isn't it? It's going to be awesome. Alright, and so finally the other thing that I have up here is just one big Tupperware container. And this has various stickers, and it has my bigger scraps of paper. So I got some really cool security envelope junk mail today, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've never seen that pattern, so I was excited about those. And then just scraps. Again, I grabbed a handful of stuff out of my scrap bucket downstairs and threw it in here. So I can do some collaging. I can make pockets to put things in. I love this. Oh, it's from my tiny ink joys. Yeah, everyone needs a tiny ink joy. So that bucket has a good tight fitting lid on it. So I'm hoping that the paper will not get smushy in the weather. And if it does, then I guess I'll get some different scraps and move it inside at night. But that is over to my left on a little table. And then I have my computer right here in front of me, my adorable little scrap bucket, my trash bucket, the things that I use all the time, a couple paintbrushes and my scissors, my mono multi pencil, water brush. There's an eraser in here, I think. Oh, no, my eraser's up here. But just the things I grab for all the time. And that is it. That is what I moved upstairs. We'll see how it works out. I appreciate you spending all this time with me, and I really hope to see you soon. So thanks so much for paying attention and sticking with me till the end. All the information on where to stalk us will be down below, and I really do hope I'll be back very soon. All right, everybody, have a great night. Bye.